One of my earliest childhood memories was when I was 5 or 6 years old. We had misplaced the remote control for our television at home. We had a very big television set. This was back in the days where they were still using cathode ray tubes, right? And it was huge, if I remember correctly. But this was also back in the days when television sets were actually made in the United States, right? And we and they lasted forever. Right? We had that television all throughout my childhood, and I watched the news coverage of 9/11 on it. Right, that's how old that television set was before it finally gave up during an electrical storm, if I remember correctly. What was really nice was that a lot of things got destroyed during that storm, and our homeowners insurance reimbursed us for the television, so that was really nice. And but when I was 5 or 6 years old, we had misplaced the remote, and we had gone to. This was back in the day when we still had Radio Shack to buy a universal remote control, and it was one of the first things I ever read the instructions for, because English was my second language, and I think my dad used it as an opportunity to teach me how to read something, and I programmed the remote. Now, fast forward 30 years from then, I wish life came with a remote control. Right now, I have a big decision to make. So, you guys watch my video know that I'm very happily single, and I really love having my life to myself, right? So, for example, lately I've been going to the Desert Botanical Garden to shoot videos and to get exercise, right? I love when it's 110 degrees and I get to sweat all over. It's very detoxifying. What else have I been doing lately? Oh, I'm kind of cramming for the Computer Olympiad right now, which is only in a few more days. And this is a very key one. I talked about this in another video. I have made a goal to win 10 gold medals by this year, and it's a moment of truth. And I like it. I just love being able to dial my own life the way I want it to. But unfortunately, I also recognize that I'm coming up against a major crunch. So there was a lot of discussion about this great reset in our economy, and it might be good news for some of my investments. But unfortunately, it's also bad news because, when I was earlier this year when Wall Street Bets was wanting to short squeeze silver, and they said it was going to be $1,000 an ounce or even more. It was a mixed bag for me. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and see silver being $1,000 an ounce. And it's not necessarily because I want to buy more, but there are certain things in life that will become extremely tricky once I hit it big, right? If I wake up tomorrow and discover I win the lottery, that's also potentially bad news, because there are a lot of things in life that are just trickier to do once I make a fortune, right? So, for example, to get ready for the Computer Olympiad, I've been going to this board game club to play board games with the local people here in Phoenix, right? My favorite board game recently has been Ticket to Ride. Now, we got a little bit of a problem because there's somebody there who's challenging my views on being happily single. And I realize that my time to experiment with that is running out because of this short squeeze and other things that I want to do in my life. And it makes me, not to mention that her time is running out too. It makes me wish I could press, where is that? There should be here's the pause button, right? It makes me wish I could press this button and our time together will go in a box and can be used for later, right? I really do sometimes. Or, better yet, maybe What other button could I press? Maybe change the channel a little bit. No, that doesn't make any sense. Or maybe turn down the volume a little bit, right? So that I could listen to other things and make sure that I'm not missing something, right? Anyways, I misplaced the remote to my TV when I was 5 years old, but at 34 years old, I'm looking for the remote control in my life.